right, man. Jay-Z makes some history out here in these streets. Real quick, fast, in a hurry. Give me a minute. I don't know what that is. But Jay-Z is now the first black man with 10 multi-platinum solo albums. And this is why, these accomplishments is why Jay-Z thinks that he is the greatest of all time. Um, and statistically, it's kind of like saying LeBron is greater than Michael Jordan, but there's more to this GOAT argument than statistics and commercial use. But as far as longevity, he's been doing it the longest. But just because you got that many great albums, a lot of people say, well, that mean he got the best body of work or the best albums. He definitely got one of the best bodies of work in rap. So it says Ho's Blueprint 3 and the Black Album received new RIA certifications last week, counting collaborative projects. The 53-year-old has 12 LPs that have gone double platinum or better. And don't mean he sold the most albums neither, but with streams, some people feel a certain way about them. They shouldn't count, but it's the digital era. It's like Cairo currency. That's kind of where the world is going. It says Jay-Z has added another tally to his win column after becoming the first black male recording artist to have at least 10 double platinum solo albums. Last week, the Recording Industry Association of America, RIAA, if you never knew what that stood for, updated certification Jay-Z's 2009 Blueprint 3, which is a really good album, by the way. Better than the Blueprint 2 trash album. I think the Blueprint 1 is a bit overrated as well, too. I said it, Kobe, and I said it. I thought it was overrated. Didn't really care for the album like that. I think but it is what it is. Blueprint 2 did have Hobie Baby on there. That was dope. But 2 million albums equivalent sales, that means because of streams, which pushed it to double platinum status. The Black Album, which dropped in 2003, went quadruple platinum, 4 times platinum, by the way, giving the Brooklyn record a rap legend over 33.5 million in sales. In addition to being the first black man to have released 10 double platinum solo albums, 53-year-old Jay-Z is the only second black artist to do it. Mariah Carey has 11 solo albums that have sold 2 million copies domestically, and it's almost commercially successful black female soloist of all time. So there you go. Yes, Mariah Carey is black, like Nick Cannon say. Her daddy is blacker than me. Jay-Z has also 2 collaborative albums that went double platinum, pushing his total number to 12. His 2000 joint effort with Linkin Park, titled The Collision Course, sold 2 million copies. In 2011, collaboration with Kanye, Watch the Throne, has sold 5 million copies, which we sit there and debate. That's not a classic album, but it's a really good album, by the way. I wonder what the Best of Both Worlds did. I know that did a million with R. Kelly, and then they end up falling out. The Pioneer MC work is being celebrated at his Central Station of Brooklyn Public Library in New York City. The Book of Hope exhibit opened last Thursday and is billed as a recognition of Jay's extraordinary journey from Brooklyn Marcy projects to global figure. And before people come on here saying, well, he was a drug dealer and all that, well, go look at some of the biggest companies in the world. They were run by they were started with drug money. A lot of these multi-billion-dollar companies and trillionaires and the wealth of America was built off the backs of our black ancestors and Native Americans as well too. So I mean, we can get just talking about that. I mean, some of these companies, which I won't name, actually put actual coke in their goddamn products. So we can all act like, hey, the hood is the ghetto is just the beginning, and to make it out is amazing. So I mean, at the end of the day, doing this is amazing for Jay-Z. Man, a lot of people still love to see Jay-Z go out here and do a versus just for fun. Not even for competition, just for celebratory reasons. If that's the damn word. It sounds like it. So hey, that'd be interesting. And well, that's great. It's great. I don't measure how great an MC is based on album sales and all. That's commercial shit. I measure MC, based on the body of work, and Jay-Z got a great one, and based on the substance and everything else that go into it. But he definitely one of the best of all time. He definitely in my top 5 For sure, for sure. You know, a lot of people on the South like to diminish what Jay-Z did. It's just like I said, I think it has something to do with the Jay Prince thing, with them about to buy a big old being the first black people to buy a major distribution. I think James Brown and Sam Cooke was close to doing it, and then Sam Cooke ended up dead and shit. That's a totally different story for a totally different day, if you could deal me. But at the same time, it is what it is. You know, Jay-Z is one of the best rap, you know, one of the best artists of all time. His beat selection, his rhyme scheme, his songwriting, his longevity. I mean, he marks a lot of boxes. You know, imagine if him and Biggie would have did that collaborative album. They would have did the Coalition. That would have been something beautiful to look at or listen to. You know, and it's no telling. You know, it's no telling had Biggie and Pac lived, had they would have had that longevity that Jay-Z had. That's a gift. You know, LL had to continuously for 3 decades. He had to continue to reinvent himself. People forget. You know, LL had a lot of longevity too. Scarface, Ice Cube went from the 80s, 90s, and somewhat into the 2000s. Some people say they felt the Ice Cube rap too long and it kind of had a Roy Jones effect where it messed his legacy up. I mean, it is what it is. You know? And then you got people making an argument, oh, you know, Future is more relevant in the streets than Jay-Z. Well, Jay-Z a fucking businessman. What are we talking about? We talking about a 53-year-old man in the streets. Like they said, well, Jeezy, you know, Jeezy lost the streets. Man, Jeezy in his fucking 40s. What type of sane grown ass man think about having the streets on lock in their 50s and their 40s? Shit, Future 38 years old. Talking about the streets. Boy, you need to be talking about a Roth RIA, bro. Stocks, bonds, and owning shit. And you know, leaving that shit for your kids and your family to eat. These dudes talking about the streets. Like, dude, the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we serious? You know, are we seriously talking about the streets? Talk about people who damn near 40 and up talk about the streets. Hilarious. But yeah, check out the music entertainment playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase chances you know, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts 09. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.